podcast is brought to you by our friends at Minerva Beauty. Check out minervabeauty.com and see their huge selection of chairs, stations, anything you could possibly want for your salon is on minervabeauty.com. Also, check out Millennium Systems International at millenniumsi.com, the best salon software in the industry starting at $49 per month. If you're looking to better your online reputation, check out demandforce.com/free salon education. Fill out the form. Somebody will reach out to you, show you how to better communicate with your guests and how you can build lots and lots of great reviews online for your salon business. Hey guys, this is Matt Beck from freesaloneducation.com. Episode 63 of Splitting Hairs, 2015.
Yay.
So, wow, the energy is great in here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Whether you do it now or you do it later, it doesn't matter. Follow us on hairbrain.me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Twitter is at Salon Education. Subscribe to us right here on YouTube. We now have 98,100 and some subscribers.
So close.
I know. I was praying that today we would have the 100,000 subscribers. That was a big goal for me to try to get that by the end of the year. So if you guys know of anybody, please share this podcast and share it with your hairdresser friends so that we can keep growing for the new year, and hopefully by next year we'll have 200,000 subscribers. But
it's a good New Year's resolution to have.
Exactly. So join our community as well, and want to say thank you to Millennium Systems International. Me and Thad will be in Miami this weekend to do we're doing a classroom at the Miami Paul Mitchell School called High Tech. So if you guys don't have tickets for that, if you live in the Miami area, we'd love to see you there. I'm going to do a business class as well as the founder of Millennium Systems International is also going to do a class as well. So it's kind of a whole day of networking and hanging out with like-minded business people that are looking to grow their businesses. So if you guys get a chance, it's only $25. All the money goes to charity, to a local charity in Miami. So it'd be really cool to see you guys there. Check out demandforce.com/free salon education. Another great company that supported us for quite a while now. And they also have the best software kind of online thing that you could have for your salon business, because we've seen so many great results from it, like reviews and birthday emails and different "we miss you" emails, just different things that they do for the business. And the thing I like about Demand Force is I don't even have to worry about what they're doing, because they just do it for you. So if a client hasn't been to the salon in 6 months, I don't have to worry about reaching out to them. They do it for us. So it's just one of those things. It takes your mind off of that, and you can think about other things. Mizutani Scissors, they're still available on shopfsc.com. If you want to pick them up, we have some cool deals right now. It's I have the buy more, save more. So it's 15% off if you purchase over $300, and you get 20% off over $500. So if you want to pick up some new scissors, we're going to talk about scissors in a minute. And also Minerva Beauty. Love those guys. Love the stations. Love the chairs. I'm going to be doing some work with them coming up, which I'll announce later. But I'm excited to work with them and just teach people about quality furniture. Never really thought that would be a thing that I would do, but
actual
hey,
statement from
yeah. So, but it's cool, and when you actually have quality furniture in your salon, and it's funny the amount of people that I see when we share the pictures and stuff. They're like, "Oh, I have that too." Like a lot of people use minervabeauty.com, so check that out. They're also going to be on the Freewheel soon as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're going to give away some different furniture things, cutting stools, all different stuff. So
very exciting.
That's pretty much it. Video contest is come to an end. We have the top 15 people. So if you want to see if you're in the videos, check out freesaloneducation.com. Click on the scissor contest video link, and you can watch everybody's videos. So the top 15 are up there. Cool videos. I don't know if you guys have had a chance.
I was going through them yesterday. There's some really good stuff out there.
Yeah, I guess I should say who you guys are too. We have Brian Hare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Happy 2015.
Justin
morning.
Scott, which you have a different last name, right?
Yeah.
Do you use it ever?
Never.
We didn't even write
I've
it
known
on
him
his
for
paycheck.
years, and I didn't know until just recently that he had a different
Yes.
name. I was like, wait, Scott's really?
Drea Bolin, Thaddeus Bolin, Christina Cavalcanti, and we're all here. So there we go.
Right.
So video contest, we have all
Back
the people.
to what we're talking about. Forget these guys.
So we have all the people. We have the submissions. It's for $1,000 cash. I sent the top 15 to Kiyoshi from Mizutani to check out. We're all going to watch them. Maybe me and Christina can pull them up on on Apple TV later, and we could sit and
All
watch
day
it.
we're just gonna have them rotate in the
There was
salon.
one that I watched that somebody was like, I just want to say thank you to Matt Beck, Christina Beck, Brian, Justin, and he just like named everybody, and it was really cool.
And then he's gonna say Brian back, Justin back.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
No.
close enough.
But it was really funny, and the videos are really cool, and it's cool too. When I started watching them over and over last night when I was putting together the playlist, the great thing about it is everybody mentioned the Mizutani contest, and I'm like, these people made this. They were creative. They created videos, and they did it just for this contest, which is really cool. And I like that people have been able to just it wasn't a contest where you just throw something up there. Like
Right.
people were teaching, which is really neat, and they had different points of views. A lot of people sent me messages, and they're like, I really respect what you do now because now I've tried to make a video. So so very cool. So thank you guys for submitting videos and being a part of the contest, and good luck to you. We're going to announce it by the end of the month who the winner of that is. Do you want to get into feedback? From last week?
Sure.
From 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Feedback from ages
Just
from
finishing.
last year.
Yeah.
Let's see. First off, we've got Mickey Bolick, our buddy, saying mullet power. Matt
Mullet
really
power.
started.
Was last
something
week
with
my
this.
mullet rant?
No,
thing?
2 weeks ago.
It's- we
But
skipped
yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
But funny story, I turned the podcast on us and I was watching it again. That was they just skipped like a part of it, and it was your excitement about the mullet, and it made me so happy just to see that excitement again.
I don't know what it is. I just like mullets.
It's gross.
Yeah. You do? See, that's why we love each other.
That's
We have
adorable.
mullet love.
Gross.
Gross.
Kid's gonna be like
All
Joe Dirt.
right. Yeah. Right now, Hayden's gonna rock out a mullet.
Yeah.
That's been decided. All right.
Christina's given up on her mic. And she just pushed it away. She's like, you know what? I'm done.
All right. Well, then we'll fill in for you. Christina just said she likes mullets too.
All
I'll
right.
translate. All right. Monica Rods says, "LOL, enjoyed it. Funny shirts." Kudos to Claudia.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are so much fun. I love watching your vids. Matt, you have an awesome team, and I can't wait to see what's to come for the new year. May you all have a wonderful Merry Christmas. Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas
Thank
to
you.
you.
I did. You guys?
Yeah.
Good.
I had a great Christmas, and I
I
again
mean,
want
we've
to
had
thank
like multiple holidays
Yeah, we
since our
have.
last show.
Yeah, it's always so weird around the holidays. Like, we had such a good time, but time just flies by, and then
Yeah.
now you're back to reality. You were talking about that
As I was
today.
saying this
Yeah.
morning, I woke up. I'm like, all right, it's back to reality. Oh, God, it's bill time.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget about all that while Christmas is going down.
Right.
Julie Greer, Drea, unfortunately, your microphone was very quiet this week, and I really wanted to hear what you said. Best compliment ever. I'm standing in the kitchen preparing dinner and watching the show when Gwen Stefani's pic was on the screen. My husband, who is not a hairstylist, but obviously is married to one and has become quite the hair guy, says, "Damn, wish I could hear what she says about her hair. I really like all the stuff she keeps doing to it."
Damn.
Damn.
I don't know if he's Southern, but I'm making him Southern.
Add accents in there.
Yeah. I mean, just to me,
Assume.
Julie Greer's husband.
So
is
Drea's
from
mic's
Kentucky.
working this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Drea
I'm
back.
taking the blame for that because I believe I plugged it into the wrong thing. So
I kept
think-
trying to talk louder. It just didn't
And then they
work.
kept turning her mic up, which in turn was my mic, so I
Yeah.
got louder.
Yeah,
Really, I
messed-
should have just stolen his mic. It would have been fine.
I messed it all up.
It was
last week,
actually
so-
a hashtag movement of hashtag keep Drea quiet.
No, people want to hear what I have to say. Proof right there.
You
God.
paid her to
Okay.
say that.
All right.
I
So
did
Drea,
not.
do you so the Gwen Stefani look was blonde, it had pink kind of lines in it, right?
Yeah, it was candy cane striped hair, and it was like stenciled on there. Like, I don't know. It was a hot mess. I didn't like it.
Me neither.
So there
All
you go. If
That's what you missed. Julie.
Hot mess right there.
All
I feel
right.
sorry for her hairdresser when she has to get it out.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Finally, we got William Everett saying, "This was hilarious. Some of the best advice so far." Matt, video for the mullet.
We'll see.
I want to
Was,
say this. I didn't
Andrea.
watch all the videos, but
No.
if there was a mullet video in the contest, I feel he's got a sure shot to
yeah,
win.
that could have taken it. I
Taking it down.
if my mullet client, when I get him in, maybe I'll put a head camera on. And,
Well-
and
That would
cut
be
it.
great.
Yeah.
My
I don't-
friend's
I can't
brother
think of who this
randomly
is.
wants to get a mullet, so when that happens again, you can do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
All
if I think we should just put it down to Drea, either clipper bob or mullet.
Okay.
It
You
doesn't
have to
work that
model.
way.
but it does.
No,
could.
it doesn't.
So speaking of Drea, so I was talking to Demand Force the other day. We were talking about 2015 things that we can do, and one of the things was you said that your dentist uses Demand Force,
Yeah.
right? So what we're thinking is we can collaborate with the dentist, and we can come up with a promotion to where through Demand Force, he sends out to his customers a deal for us.
Oh.
And in turn, we send out through Demand Force a deal for the dentist. So maybe, so what I want to do is I want to connect.
Do you want my dentist's phone number?
I would love to connect with your dentist.
Okay, cool.
I don't think my dentist uses Demand Force, but yeah. So maybe we can make that happen.
All right.
And see, because I think it would be a really cool cross promotion somehow.
Well, is there any way to like contact Demand Force and see who around us has it as well?
Yeah, we can. We can ask them. I think that would be.
That would be pretty cool.
Or does
too.
that fall under Privacy Act?
Well,
They could be like a dating service. Like, hi, Demand Force. Could you just hit like on that person and see if they like me back?
but I think it would be a really cool cross promotion, and we could, it's not like I could ask another salon that has Demand Force,
Right.
but there's other companies that use Demand Force. So like your dentist, and they're local in our area. So we'll be able to maybe cross promote, which I think will be really fun. So, yeah.
I have nothing to translate
Everyone-
from Christina on this one.
No, it's fine.
Everyone loves what Christina has to say, and all of a sudden she has just dropped the mic. She's not doing it
I
anymore.
know. You're everyone's favorite, Christina.
So, questions from social media.
All right. Questions from social media. Still waiting for my big fancy music and my computer thing, but all right.
We're still working on the music.
Maybe
I
a little
haven't
thing in
figured
the
that one
background
out yet.
Covering over your head.
All right. Yes. Lights. Questions from social media. First one, Krista Schaefer. No questions. Just wanted to say Happy New Year and thank goodness you're back. I've missed splitting hairs. We have two. I was saying last week, I was like, God, I feel like we haven't done the show in a year.
Yeah.
I miss it.
I mean, it's been
Wasn't
pretty
the same.
consistent. So we have.
For a long, but it's only been 2 weeks since we've done it, but it feels like so
Yeah.
long.
Well, I just read an article I don't know when it was, last night maybe on Facebook, but it was talking about habits and what it takes to build up a habit. It was like you have to do something 66 times.
We're almost there.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
So this is almost a habit.
I'm
I
pretty
would
sure
say
we're
yeah.
beyond habit.
I would say
I think
yes.
this is more like an addiction
Yeah.
by this point.
All right.
All right. Will Kopp. Hey, guys. The salon I work at is setting up an area specifically for client pictures, either selfies or pictures taken by their stylists. But if people post pictures of their fresh color or cut, we want to make sure they're tagging the salon. Do you offer any incentives for clients to take selfies and tag your salon while they're there?
I'm still working because I love on Good Morning America when they have like every celebrity, they have like an iPad hanging on the wall. I would really love to do that sometime and just kind of have a fun, almost like a photo booth thing. But, just we don't have a lot of space, so just an iPad on the wall I think would be cool. To promote people just taking selfies in there of their hair when it's done.
Right.
But then we can post it online.
Right.
And that gives us the power to be able to do that, and we can tag them in it rather than waiting for them to do it for us. But we also we brought up the selfie thing, and we had some people
The
make,
actual promotion.
yeah, make a promotion, and if you did 3 different things, I think it was Vanessa, or somebody made that. But it was, what was it? It was if you take a selfie,
Check in.
and
then tag the salon.
tag
Or
the salon.
wasn't it write a review too?
There was
Maybe.
things you can
There's a
create
few
whatever.
different-
Yeah.
Things that you do, social media, online kind of stuff. And for each one you did, you got that much more % off your
Right.
bill for the day. You had to do it all while you were there.
Yep.
And that was a good promo. Something that our buddy Cyprian Popescu pointed out is that just something simple that we've done is up on the mirror. Just to
Yeah.
tell people, follow us, tag us. It's got a little Instagram name up there. And that's not here for the show. I mean, that's there all
That's-
week long
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
salon.
All week, all day.
Yeah.
So as our people are sitting there, they take a picture. They think it's funny that we offered scotch. So a picture of that goes up, and then they know exactly what to tag us.
Yeah.
So
It's funny that people you see like the more older clientele. Is that a camera drawn on your?
yeah.
They're like,
It's
what is
cute.
that?
What is that drawn on?
If they have to ask what it is, we just don't bother.
Is that a Polaroid?
Don't worry about it. I would just also want to throw out there, Will Kopp, thank you for the most perfect grammar of any comment I think I've ever read. Every single there was right, every to, every everything.
How happy are you about
That
that
was
right
it
now?
was a pleasure to read.
This is actually Brian's grammar hour. This isn't anything to do with hair.
Right.
All right, next, Amy Berry. We were just talking about where's Amy Berry been. Very good to have you back, doll. Have you used XL or TCA drops? If so, what is your opinion on them? They said they speed up processing time with low heat from 45 minutes to 12 to 15 minutes. Thank you and Happy New Year. I haven't.
I
It
haven't.
sounds terrifying to me.
I was
I
just saying,
have.
that sounds like a nightmare, but I want to try them.
It sounds like if it works, it's going to ravage the hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's fascinating how quickly it works. I had a stylist that I used to work with in Maryland who used it constantly to unresistant gray clients when she needed to squeeze somebody in. She had one client who just would not sit for the entire processing time, so she was forced to end up using these drops. It's really interesting.
Funny to me.
Like I don't know. Like
That's
I
not
don't
your
know.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, get
I
out of
refuse
here.
to sit
then.
for my service. How dare you?
You know what? I have these special magical drops that I can put in my color, so
Well,
that you.
Well, yeah, like
It
if
was
it's
one of those things, like,
if
she-
if she's using it on people like in those scenarios, why don't you just use it on everyone?
Yeah.
Well, it was
Like,
one,
if they're
it was
that magical.
basically she used it on that client in that scenario, and then the client insisted that she needed it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, and that's
And
the
then she
thing.
started fiending.
For me, it would screw up my timing. Like, I would rather double book somebody and have that half an hour where I could apply something else rather than taking the whole hour and a half with just one person. I mean, you could still do more people in a day, but I think you could do more if you're double booking them.
Right.
I think. So,
I mean, my thing is, I just don't understand chemically
what it's
how
doing.
that's going to work in and not affect the color or the longevity of the color.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking
at
too.
least.
How are you going to close that cuticle back up?
Right. And you know what? If it does, if the color is completely fine and it gets it in there and gets it working fast enough, then I can't imagine what it's doing to the hair.
Yeah.
right.
Like blowing open the cuticle and slamming it shut and getting the color molecules in there deep enough, fast enough in 12 minutes.
Well, who knows if it even works? I mean, if you could probably put hair color on some people for 15 minutes, take it off, and it would probably look good.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know what I
should
mean?
admit,
Like,
I had a boss try to teach me a trick with our color, not you. You know, poke holes in a cap, put it under, let it sit for like 12 minutes, and it works. Yeah, it was fine.
Right.
But instead of getting like 6 weeks before it fades to an unacceptable color, it was more like a week and a half.
yeah, it fades quicker because I have some of my guys that come in. I'll throw permanent color on them for 10 to 15 minutes, process it, but within the 2 weeks when they come back, and the only reason I do it is because I know they're coming back in 2 weeks, it's faded out.
Right.
Because it just doesn't have it. And you have to look at as well, like, it needs to go through that full process. Like, you're not, depending on the amount of cuticle layers they have, the coarse feeling of the hair, the diameter of the hair, all that stuff goes into play. So you can't just, sometimes that will probably work for you, and then sometimes it won't. But it probably would work without the drops or not.
well, reality is, if these drops were the magical solution, wouldn't every hair care company be putting shorter processing times on things?
Right.
Yeah, it would become the normal if it was that
Right.
good.
Yeah. So that's how we feel.
So, I mean, unless somebody wants to send us these to try.
I was to say,
Yeah.
Just
Ryan's
saying.
got some hair left.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, see. Let's try it. I got 10 minutes.
All right.
Next, Patricia Brennan. It's kind of a long question, so I'll just sum it up real quick so we can get on to the next thing. Basically, she's saying she's got a client who's a very loyal client. She's in every 2 weeks for a retouch, but she's not very quiet about her closed-minded, bigoted opinions of the world, and it's affecting the work environment, and is asking how she should handle it. Is it, should she say anything? Should she not? It's affecting other clients. It's affecting coworkers. It's just creating an uncomfortable environment.
Yeah, I think anytime there's an uncomfortable situation, somebody needs to say something, but I don't think it's the stylist that necessarily should step up and say something, because you guys were saying, and I think somebody answered underneath, right, saying give it to the manager. I think that's a good idea because it is the salon's guest,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also the salon owner's responsibility to make sure that the way that they're talked to is in the right way. Sometimes
Right.
people can get heated and have really strong opinions about something. It needs to be handled in the right way. So I think definitely go to a manager and owner and have them talk to them, because you can't have that in the salon.
Especially
Right.
if it's continuous. Like if it's a one thing, and as a stylist, I think the only thing you really do is try to steer the conversation a more positive direction and take it off that topic. I mean, if it's a continuous thing where it always goes back to it, then definitely get the manager. I would never want to have my guests make everybody I work with and everybody I sit next to feel
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
I mean,
It's not
I would
worth it.
automatically be uncomfortable. So, and we have guests that are loud, or we've never had
Not that kind of
Not
loud.
that
yeah.
kind of loud.
Yeah.
So, but even with not being that kind of loud, we've talked to people before.
Right.
So you just have to, because it's not just their place, you know.
Yeah.
So they have to behave themselves.
All right. Wendy Evanson, good questions. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of them. We're trying. We're getting through. Robin Lyons, do you think it helps to be brand certified when it comes to the product line you use in your salon? I know a lot of brands offer special classes and support, even products. From a business point, do you think it increases retail and customer loyalty or trust?
All of the above.
Yeah.
I think if a company offers some kind of certification, you should absolutely take it. I don't think you could get enough education about the product line that you're using. I mean, we're lucky. We use Paul Mitchell products in here. We've all worked for Paul Mitchell at one point for the most part. And so we know the product in and out.
Right.
And if we brought on another product line, we would take education from that product line because you have to learn what you're using. I mean, you have to know about it. So
Right.
I definitely think you should take it if you can.
I agree. I mean, it's because I've worked in places that, you know, it was like a flea market. They pick up a small handful of every single product line of every distributor that comes through trying to sell. They're like, okay. And then it just becomes junk.
Yeah.
You know, if you sit there and commit to something, you're going to learn it better. So, you know, in learning it better, you're going to know when to use it, which is going to help you build that loyalty with people.
And you have consistency.
And we even, and you'd be surprised. There are even people that pop in because they see we sell this product, and they don't even live here.
Right.
They just needed to get their shampoo that they were out of and know that we have it.
Yeah.
So I agree. It helps.
So, all right, cool.
I want to say, hold on. There was the Facebook one I wanted to hit on real fast. It was right at the end. Oh, okay. Last one, and then we'll hit the other ones next week. I'm currently at a commissioned salon. This is Brandy Weingartner, our gal. I'm currently at a commissioned salon, and I need advice on how to build a clientele. I have a Facebook page, and I do specials to help build. I know it'll take 1 to 2 years to really build, but do you have any business tips that could help me? I'd greatly appreciate it, and Happy New Year. So, commissioned salon, scary starting off. I know. We've all been there. Matt, advice?
So
Business guy?
so they're starting off in a commission salon, and they want to grow their book, basically.
Yeah.
So
She says she's got the Facebook going already. She wants to offer specials.
yeah, I think offering specials is good. I would say the biggest thing for building a book quickly would be to not just take your time in the salon to grow your book. A lot of people just sit around here and not do anything. I think you have to be out. I think you have to connect with people, connect with the guests that are in the salon, become a big presence in the salon. It's just like anything else. If you go, let's say you're going to go work a hair show. If you just hide in the corner, no one's ever going to notice you. No one's ever going to ask you to do things for them. You have to put yourself out there. So same thing in the salon. The clients start to build relationships. Like Justin is always around. He's always talking to people. And then the clients here are going to remember him. And they might see a friend of theirs that would fit with Justin more than maybe they would fit with you, you know? So you have to, I think that's a big thing. I think going out and handing out different types of promotions for yourself, creating things like that. And just, I think nowadays, Facebook is great, but I don't think it's the answer.
No.
I think the answer is getting out and meeting people.
I think one of a great little piece of advice is hang out a lot wherever you want your clientele to come from.
Yeah.
You know, if you're looking for a high-end clientele, don't hang out in a divey kind of place.
Right.
You know, if you want to go after a certain, you know, you want the coffee shop crowd, then in your off time, you better be hanging out in that coffee shop.
Yeah, and hand out cards wherever you go. Like,
Yeah.
like Justin doesn't. He's not a big party animal. He doesn't go out to the bars or anything really.
Believe it or
So, he would rather play video games. But when he's out and
I
about,
haven't played a video game. Funnily enough, the only time I play is when I'm in the back part.
well, I just know when you came here with Brian, you were playing video games. But I feel like with you, you are like your thing would be to probably go out in town, like going to Starbucks or going to just the Wawa or whatever, and hand out cards while you're there.
Well, that's what I used to do.
and
Or
talk
just
to them.
approach anybody about their hair. But I mean, I think the only thing I can give advice on this is don't sell yourself short. I see a lot of people breaking into this industry selling themselves far too short on what their abilities are compared to how much they're willing to charge people just to get them in the door. Because if you're trying to do a $40 cut and color in a nicer salon, that $40 cut and color is going to come in once for that deal and never see you again, I feel.
Right.
You know, or the $25 haircut opposed to the however much your client, you know, your coworkers are next to you, if they're double or triple, like those people won't come back if you want to do it.
Right.
You know, I see a lot of people doing
Also, I think if you go into a divey bar and you do have, you know, you do somebody's hair like quote unquote that you think fits that that look, you don't know how many other people say they work there that they come in contact with.
Of course.
You know,
Right.
so I don't like necessarily agree with Brian. You know what I mean? Remember?
That's what you get on the microphone to
She
say.
talks to
Well,
tell
no,
Brian
because I
he's
think
wrong.
you're just. I think that was
haven't
not
heard from
great
you in
advice
months.
because we know certain people.
No, I
the
know
dive bar.
I know
of
what
New
you're
Hope,
saying. I'm saying you
that
just
have
need to hang out
gotten-
where you want your clientele to come from.
I don't
like-
agree. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, but
Well, you got to
We
look
can
at.
agree
I
to
understand.
disagree.
I understand the web of where clients will come from. I understand that. I'm not saying you're screwed if you do someone's hair
no.
from someplace like that. I get what you're saying. I'm just not. I'm whatever.
You guys want hugs right
I
now?
get what you're saying.
You want a hug?
But that's the thing. Like getting somebody in the service industry as a client is a really good idea, and you could get that from anywhere. They do talk to a lot of people. Like you want people that are talking to a lot of people. I
Right.
remember one of our clients that has a lot of friends in town. I remember one of our stylists when she first started coming to the salon. That was the biggest thing she could have had because this lady had the biggest mouth I've ever seen in my life, and she sent more clients here than anybody, just because she had a lot of friends and she was very influential with those friends. You know, so I think it's important to pick out your clientele and really just kind of find those people that are really outgoing and be that outgoing person when you're out and about and talk to people about what you do and why you love what you do. You don't have to give them a free haircut or a big discount. Just be open with what you do and have fun with it and share your passion for it, and people will come in.
Right.
Um,
They'll find you.
And we're actually going to kind of get into that because I wanted to talk about an article that I saw. I believe this was on modernsalon.com, but it was 6 things they don't teach you in beauty school. And I'm not sure if we all agree with all of this, but the first one was you need to gain confidence and competence fast. And I think that that's... I agree with the confidence part, but you're going to gain that throughout
A career.
doing hair and taking classes and all of that stuff. I don't know if you gain competence. Like, I'm not sure, but I think that it says you must always be on. I believe that.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
I agree with that one more than the first one. I
yeah,
think.
you definitely want. Anytime you walk in the salon, everyone's going to feed off of your energy, and I think that that's a big thing that I can tell when I walk in here, and maybe even one person is a little off. You can feel it through the whole room, especially because we're small. But I think it's really good to leave whatever issues you're having or whatever where they were, and come into work and have fun and be creative and be on. The experience matters more than the styling. I don't agree with that whatsoever. Me and Josh XO were actually talking about this last night. He was saying that he gets so frustrated when people say that the haircut isn't important. And I said, well, I get why they say it, because if they don't have a great experience, then the haircut doesn't matter. Because, I mean, you can give the best haircut ever. If you give a terrible experience, then
Right.
they're not going to come back. But they go hand in hand.
Right. It's a. Yeah.
If you want to be a successful
feeds the
stylist,
other.
yeah, you need to have a fantastic haircut and color, and you need to style, and you need to also give them a great experience. So I don't think the experience matters more than the styling. You will need to get out of your comfort zone and do unpleasant tasks. I don't even know what that means. According, your first year of the salon floor isn't a very busy one since you're building your clientele, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a job to excel at. As a salon owner, I love seeing whenever attitude, which I agree with that. But I think what they're saying is you're going to have to clean things. But
Right.
that to me, you got to be doing that your whole career. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, but
this
no,
is what I don't
this
under-
is just something that they're not telling you in beauty school. Like
Right.
in beauty school, you leave thinking you're going to walk in someplace and be some kind of rock star, not realizing that you're going to destroy the knees of your pants because you're sitting there cleaning the gutters out of the shampoo sinks and
Right.
all the old relaxer that gets stuck in there. I've watched people quit
Yeah.
jobs that
Yeah.
I was at because they didn't realize that was a part of the job.
Well,
Like,
we had a
it's
guy
always
one
part.
time that worked here. This was before me and Christina owned it. And it was a busy Saturday. And I don't know if I've told this story before, but it was a busy Saturday. And all of a sudden, he said that he was going to go out and his girlfriend brought him lunch. And so I was like, okay. So he went out there and he never came back. So I was like, well, I didn't know what happened. Well, then we got a letter sent in the mail explaining everything.
Wow.
It was like a 3-page letter. And it said, I'm not going to be I'll tell you later. I'm not going to be a janitor or a blah, blah, blah. It just went on and on about all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, like that's fine. Like you didn't have a clientele. You were coming here to learn. And I'm the biggest one to say that I want people that are working here not to just be scrubbing.
Right.
I want you learning, but you have to scrub too. Like that, it's just
pride in
part
your
of
workplace.
what you
Yeah.
do. Yeah. So, that is what that is, I guess. You need to volunteer. I think that that's a good thing, and that can be,
That can be beneficial to everybody, though.
Yeah. When you're
I feel like
starting
that's something
out,
you should do, not
Yeah.
something that you don't realize you are gonna do.
yeah, get involved. They're saying basically get involved with the clients and the hairdressers that are doing stuff. So, offer to shampoo for people. You're going to learn the most from being around people doing hair and doing what you're looking to do with your career. So you need to watch people and learn from them. So I think that's a good one as well.
Actually, yeah. And even beyond that, because there was someone in one of the questions I didn't get to that was talking about how do you get into becoming like an educator for a company. That's a great piece of advice right there.
Yeah,
Suck it up, realize you're going to do a lot of work for free
Forever.
in hopes of one day getting paid a little bit.
Welcome to the companies. You're going to volunteer and volunteer and volunteer
Yeah.
forever.
Here's $20
Yeah.
5 years from now.
Yeah, I'll pay you $20 a day. So competition can sometimes be a good thing. I think competition is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to Christina the other night, and I watch everyone, and just watch what they're doing. And sometimes I get frustrated because I feel like I'm not doing enough, and they're doing more, and because you see people as a competition, or you just try to either compete at the level or try to compete above. And I think that it pushes you. Like I've already started this year, and I'm like, I need to do this, this, and this because I see other people doing things, and other podcasts that are launching, and other things that are happening. And that's not a bad thing to me. But then I'm like, well, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do next? And I think competition is a good thing. And I think in the salon is the same. You have stylists that are really talented, and you want to grow, and you want to grow, and you need to you want to compete with them. Like, let's say you have your top stylist, and you are just starting out, and you're an assistant, whatever. You want to compete with that person. You want to try to build and grow like them. So I think competition is definitely a really healthy thing in the salon. That's pretty much. And then tips to thrive with clippers is the next article. I believe this is Ivan Zoot, the clipper guy, wrote this one. So here's a couple things, and Justin is a definite avid clipper guy, so is Thad. So here's a couple things. Wear white was number one. So he's saying wear white, clipper cut in a white shirt, smock, or barber jacket. Standing with the client between you and the mirror, you become a perfect backdrop for assessing the silhouette and contour.
No, it makes total sense.
It does make sense.
That's why I always heard
You're
to wear
never going
black,
to see me
though.
in white, ever. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
why
say,
I always heard to wear black behind a chair because it creates.
I'm
the
siding with
backdrop.
Brian on that.
Depends on the color of the
But
hair.
again, it really does, because if you're trying to get especially darker hair, you have a lot more trouble with than lighter hair with the clipper cut, the lines, the blending of it. So that would make a lot more sense to wear a lighter color than a darker one.
I'm just cracking up that you have to turn your whole body to look at me right now.
I'm sore and I'm swollen and pissed off.
Well,
Actually, I'm sitting here looking at you. I'm like, I wonder if something happened to him because you're awkwardly.
He wasn't in a
5.5
car
hours in New
accident.
York.
Yeah, Justin got tattooed.
but what's funny is that
Ah.
nobody
His
can
neck
see
is
the
swollen,
tattoo
he can't
on-
turn his head.
online.
They can just see like this little
He's
part.
like, hi, guys. Yeah. All right. 2.
Or I thought you were just like sitting there like.
No, I'm just really
It's
uncomfortable.
very stiff.
I love that every week they get tattooed, both of them, and then we have to hear about them complain about it. All
I
the
haven't
time.
gotten tattooed in a very
That's
long
true.
time.
I thought that was already there. I walked in and I was like, oh, that's pretty. I just thought your beard was hiding it before or something.
No, yeah, that was I would have
That's
had a
fresh.
big beard.
That's when you know that Justin has a lot of tattoos, when he can get that massive thing on his neck
Yeah.
and you don't even notice it.
I really didn't. I love the colors. It looks really pretty.
Yeah,
What
I
is
love
it? It's Medusa?
Yeah, it's a Medusa, but it's a before she became a big vicious
Yeah.
monster Medusa, where she's still like really innocent type of thing.
Was there a reason for that? I love the people's reasons for tattoos.
I've always wanted Medusa.
But why'd you pick that one?
Feels a perfect spot for it.
Okay.
I've always enjoyed the story.
But not the evil one.
No, not the evil one.
But
See,
why?
that's what I wanted to get. I wanted to get the evil Medusa.
Oh, there you go.
And the
But
guy
seeing
who did it on
Mr.
me-
Tough Guy not be able to deal with this, there's no way I'm doing
Well, like I
it.
said, the tattooing part was like, and again, that was like 5.5 hours on the side of my neck. That's a huge amount of time on such a small spot.
Yeah.
You know, and the
No, thank
tattooing
you.
was a little miserable, but
Yeah.
the drive home was what killed me.
I'm,
It was
I'm
a
a total-
5.5 hour drive
Like,
home.
wow, that was so fun. I cannot look to my left.
I had to.
My
I had to
Sorry,
check-
blind spot.
I had to check like this. Oh,
All
God,
right,
it was
the
miserable.
second one, rock out. Use the toe to heel clipper cutting technique when direct cutting with the clipper blade, or guide the comb against the head when tapering short. I guess so. Rock out.
Yeah.
We're good. Cutting down when tapering or fading with multiple blades or snap-on guards. Start with the longest guard and work your way to shorter.
That's again one of two ways to do it.
Yeah.
I personally cut both ways. I'll cut from shortest to longest. I'll fade up, or if I've never worked with a person, I don't know their hair, I don't know how it's going to work, I'll fade down. So that way, that leaves you a big gap.
Yeah.
If you have to go a little higher rather than you're too high already, you're screwed.
I like cutting down too. I mean, I like working with the higher blade than
Mhm.
work because I feel like you see the fade more. Like when I take it real short and then I'm blending that line out, it's a struggle for me. But I'm not a barber either, and so that's just. I think that's a thing that a lot of hairdressers, I believe, start.
Yeah, that's how.
cutting
That's
down.
again. That's really funny you say that, because you'll see a big line of people cutting hair. You'll see barbers fading usually up. They'll put their skin line in, their shorts
Yeah.
in. They'll fade up, and the hairdressers are always fading down.
So and then back off, cut clipper over comb with the 1/8 of an inch number 1 guard in place on the clipper. This will back you off from the comb by 1/8 of an inch. He gets pretty in depth, I guess, with this. But panel up. This is basically definitions. This is silly. Cut with clippers. You can go online and read that article. I thought there would be more to it. I thought it would be more like actual tips.
I
This
do
is
like the one
spelling
tip,
out a
though.
haircut.
I like the one tip. With light hair, use a dark comb. Dark hair, use a light comb.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
like that as well, because it's just easier to see the
Yeah.
hair coming through. So
I like it.
I like that. All right,
I like it a lot.
that's pretty much it. Well, let's get into trending tresses, and then I think we're pretty much good to go because we have
We still have the
Salon.
Freewheel.
clients coming in. We have the Freewheel. We have
Yeah.
trending tresses. So Drea, why don't you shout that
Let's
out?
trend some tresses.
Some trending tresses. So we have, first off, Kit Harington has cut off
But when you start
Until-
doing trending tresses,
You turn into me.
I don't like them. I don't like any of them.
I liked other
I cannot
things
stand
today.
this one.
She's ugly and I hate her.
I don't even like her Instagram.
I like her. I don't care for her Instagram. It's not putting her best foot forward.
All right, cool. So is that what's trending?
That's what's trending.
Soccer
That's what's
moms
happening.
and singer-songwriters.
All right, so we have we're gonna do the Freewheel. So maybe we can get that set up, Chadius, and you're gonna walk right in front of it. That anyways. Let's just get a wide view of Thad grabbing the wheel.
Proud of you, Thad.
There we go. Okay, so on the Freewheel, Drea's picked a winner.
Yep.
We have Amika 5-piece iron set. So it's the
Nice.
detachable
Christ.
Iron
Cable's
things.
gonna
What are they
fall
called?
Wands.
Yeah, detachable
Rods.
wand rods. We have Millennium Systems International giving away 3 months free of Mevo. We have a Bali box, which I talked to them yesterday. They're very, very excited to keep the Bali box on the wheel, and we're going to keep doing some things moving forward. I'm going to try to do some more packages with Sunlights, with different brush packages and different things, because I think people need more than one brush. So that's my goal with that. But we have a Bali box on there, which is cool. And we have T-shirts from Free Salon Education. We have $100 off scissors, $25 gift cards, all kinds of different things. So, Drea, who is spinning?
Wendy Evison, PhD. I don't know why it says PhD.
She's the doctor.
All
She just
right.
wants everybody to know
Very
she's-
fancy.
She's
hair
fantastic.
It's a good spin. And the winner, Wendy, is going home with a...
I can't either.
I think it's a T-shirt.
I think it is.
All right, Wendy,
First one of the year.
Wendy with the PhD gets a Free Salon Education T-shirt. So Wendy, email me matt@freesaloneducation.com. Send me your T-shirt size, and I will get that shirt out to you. That's pretty much it with that. If we
Thad wants to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would be willing to bet that the PhD is professional hairdresser.
Oh, all right. Very fancy.
And
Clever.
Thad's first and only comment of the year. Proud of you, buddy.
So
God, I hope that's not what it means at my doctor's office.
all right, and we have some cool stuff coming up for the year. I just got in the new American Salon magazine, which has the itinerary for IBS, which is exciting. Looks like there's, again, lots of classes.
When is that?
It is on the March 8th. 8th through the 10th.
March. Okay.
March 8th through the 10th. And a couple cool things. It looks like Ira Pope Sage has got a classroom.
Oh, nice.
So that's really cool with Epic Hair Movement. So I would definitely check that one out if you guys get a chance.
Love
and
him.
there's a lot of other great people, but I just saw that, so that's pretty awesome. Ira in New York should be a good time.
In cold weather. Poor guy.
So again, if you want, check out the Shop FSE. We have the DB20 scissor, which we're giving away to the first place video contest winner. So this is an awesome scissor.
Can I just attest to that? I
Yes.
got one of those for Christmas from you two. Thank you guys very much.
You're welcome.
And I changed my life. I will never cut anything else.
So Justin had a pair of scissors that I said, "Can I see your scissors?" And you pulled them out, and I had never heard of them, but they looked like you had used them for a long time.
Yeah.
So the biggest difference that you saw in that, what do you think?
I feel that just the weight of the blade itself, I do a lot of dry and wet cutting, made everything fantastic. Where I could, that's a very versatile shear. And you got me the 6.7, which is perfect for what I use.
Right.
I like a longer blade rather than a shorter one. I don't want knuckles when I'm older. So I but no, it's just in general, every cut, no matter whether it's a very extreme amount of hair, because I did a huge transformation on a buddy of mine where he had a ton of hair, and I just had to lop huge clumps of it off because it was super long. We did a nice man bun type taper, and I was just going scissor over comb and taking off so much of his hair, and nothing stopped it.
Right.
Nothing pulled. Again, real clean. Every line was where I wanted it to be.
Nice.
So
And this scissor is normally $800. You can get it for $640 if you use the code Splitting Hairs, or just use the code 20 at checkout, and you can get the DB20 scissor. I want to say thank you to Brian Hare for being here, Justin Scott,
thank you.
Drea Boland, Thaddeus Boland, Christina, And I guess you can follow you at Hairstyle, right?
Hairstyle on pretty much everything.
Yep. And then,
Come on, say it, Matt.
no, I don't know it.
Atomic Garden 666.
Okay.
Dre Day 2289.
Thad Bolognized.
And then _ Steeny, and follow us at Free Salon Education. Thank you guys so much for watching Splitting Hairs. Welcome to the new year with many more episodes to come. Make sure you tell all your friends and share these videos so that we can keep growing together. And that's pretty much it. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.